How's it going, everyone? My name is Good Oyster. Welcome back to another Gundam review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Gundam Abyss Gundam from the Gundam Seed Destiny series. I'm not going to lie, I have been preoccupied for quite a few weeks for making a video for Gundam for the Abyss Gundam. Um, I'm not going to make any excuses. All I can say is that I got sick from a terrible flu and I got preoccupied with work and other dumb stuff going on. But I have nothing other to blame other than myself for not keeping my promise for you guys. I mean, I made the guy Andrew Walfeld video, but it wasn't the Abyss Gundam that most of you guys would like to have more than just seeing that Gundam model. But like I promised, I will. Today is going to be the day we're going to be looking at the Gundam, Abyss Gundam. I keep saying Gundam Abyss, but it kind of doesn't matter. I don't know. Might be not. Might be. I don't know. I did order this Abyss Gundam from my favorite website, GundamPlanet.com. I will put its website down below so that you guys can get a chance to get it. So, a little bit of background on the Abyss Gundam is that during on the Gundam Seed franchise on the Destiny, I think it's like a year or two after the war with the Earth Forces and Zaft, when Chairman Zala was in power, including one of the Blue Cosmos members. But unfortunately, later on in the future, after from the first season, the second season starts off where the Zaft ends up getting their machine stolen, like how they did with the G weapons with the Earth Forces, with the Aegis, the Buster, Duel, and Blitz. But luckily for the Earth Forces, only the Strike was saved and rescued. Not rescued, but salvaged. And that's how they got the mass production units of the daggers, because of Kira's abilities as a coordinator to be the Gundam pilot of the Strike. But in this situation on the second season, it flips around. Now, a Blue Cosmos Spec Ops group, before the Earth Forces declare war again with Zaft, they had three pilots that were disguised as civilians and then infiltrated the Zaft's base. Now, those three pilots happen to be Sting, Aqua, and Stella. Aqua will be the actual pilot for the Abyss Gundam. Those three were like the other three pilots from the first season for the Calamity, the Forbidden, and Raider. So the three kids who stole the three the Gundams from Zaft were also the same type of breed. They were raised in a medical facility or a science facility that they did experiments on. Now, Aqua, who now I'm not too certain if they were trained to be set to pilot each of the mobile suits, like say Sting goes for Chaos, Stella go for Gaia, and Aqua for Abyss, or just by their colorization of their hair, which I find that convenient. So Aqua was he ended up he is the pilot of the Abyss Gundam, and then later on he is a little bit situated on kills, as in like killing mobile suit pilots. But unfortunately, later on, he did fight against Shin in Earth, on down Earth, around Orb's territory on the Pacific, in their water territory. But unfortunately, when Shin used his seed ability with the the blaster impulse, Shin's beam javelin pierced through the cockpit of Aqua's on the Abyss Gundam, killing Aqua and destroying the Abyss. And unfortunately, that would be the last scene we've seen with the Abyss Gundam. That's a little bit of a background story for the pilot. Now, but for the situation for the actual mobile suit itself, as as I explained about the Gaia from the past between Andrew Wolfelt's and Stella's Gaia color, the three machines were meant for different combat fields. For Chaos, it's able to take flight in space with no problems from maneuvering around, and also has its transformation. It looks like a mobile armor in a situation, but mainly it doesn't use its transformation as much, but just sticks to its regular mobile suit form. Though the Chaos can fight well up in the Earth's atmosphere by flying around without a lot of propulsion or any wings at all. I think it did had fins on each, like a funnel or bit type of on those things, like to fly around and so. But the Abyss Gundam is only made for underwater combat, which it is only made to fight in underwater warfare, such as like submarines or underwater mobile suits. And also, it can exactly fight in space. It is capable of flying in space, but actually performing the same capabilities in space is limited. Unfortunately, the Abyss, hold on, I'm going to change them to is, well, I mean, before I get to that, so this is a transformation form to where it looks like a regular combat submarine with kind of cool features. Honestly, it looks like a manta ray, or yeah, a stingray in a way, from a shape. Now, the two guns on its back from here to here are its buster cannons, to where they can shoot out a energy burst heavier enough, kind of like a piercing type of weapon, or like an armor piercer or so. Then also it has two thruster or engine thrusters, I guess, on the back of its legs for propulsion boost to fly, to swim around the. Excuse me, I had the burp. I keep stuttering. To swim around underwater and also make all kinds of sharp turns. Now, it would be interesting if they somehow give the Abyss Gundam a tail, or at least or fins or so, like how sharks are. And also, you also got these two cannons on each side, on each shoulder. Now, those are, I want to say, the same thing as the cannons on top of its back. And also, the Abyss can also shoot torpedoes. It's hard to see, but like you can see like one little groove there, and another one on the other side. Now, I don't know on the bottom. I think there's only two. Let's see. So yes, so get my fat thumb out of the way. So are also two other torpedo slots it can shoot out. So a total of 4 torpedoes that the Abyss Gundam can use. Now, could the Abyss Gundam use it in space? I highly doubt it, because torpedoes are basically useless in space unless Aqua decides, like, if there's actually a Zaft ship, or the Archangel or the Minerva was just standing still, and then he had the chance to use the torpedoes and launch them at it, that might work. But in space, it cannot. Only Earth combat weaponry on the Abyss can only do that amount of damage. I don't know why I keep moving the dang camera from my hand. Sorry. Now, let me go ahead and transform. Oh, also, quick thing. These two little, they look like bricks. So these little bricks detach on each side here, so that you can make them transform. With them on it, he won't be able to transform into its combat submarine form. So let's go ahead and change him to his robot form. Now we have him as his robot form on how his regular unit was. Now, I do want to put this out here. When I first saw the Abyss Gundam, I love how how the Abyss Gundam's design is so related to Gundam Wing's mobile suit Death Scythe Gundam, or Death Scythe Hound, or Hell, because it gives me so much if somehow Duo Maxwell was in Gundam Seed Destiny, because just seeing the Abyss Gundam just reminds me of Death Scythe, just by sheer appearance and the weapons and its shoulder. Because with the upgraded version of Death Scythe, it had those two wing-like wing, those, it looks like a bat wing, and it folds in front of him, basically becoming body armor. That's what I love about the Abyss Gundam. I'm going off track, but either way, if you guys feel the same way, definitely hit that. Definitely put down your comments if you feel like the same way. Because I mean, it's just me, or each Gundams have similarities with different other Gundams, including story-wise or in events that are similar to the previous Gundam shows or towards each other, even though they're different eras. But either way, so in this transformation mode, as you can see, there's a whole lot of capability of fighting in space. Like I mentioned, it can fight in space, but it's super limited. But being as a ground type mobile suit, it can perform much better than the Gaia, honestly. Since the Gaia is only on land combat instead of fighting out in like the ocean or so, or even, I mean, I don't even know why they had the Gaia over at either the ships or over by the other coasts on each of the deserted islands. But there are other features of the Abyss Gundam. Now, I do want to mention is that with the blade of the Triton, I'm calling it a Triton. I don't know the actual name of it, but I'm going to call it a Triton. So the Triton on the color is definitely, for the melee weapon from the show and the box, it is supposed to be white. I was hoping it would be white so that we can put the blade on there, but unfortunately everything else was dark gray. So instead, I decided to mark pink highlighter, pink paint on the marker, or pink marker, to make it look like it's using a beam blade on its Triton. Was it a smart idea? Probably not. But either way, if you guys want to definitely use your paint or markers to make the correct colorization on the Triton, go for it. I'm pretty sure I might have to redo the whole Triton paint later on. Another thing, there are some quite stickers, not a lot, but just a few. So if you move his head, you do get his visors from his eyes. The camera was orange, and then I also have another yellow or orange camera in the back of its head as his spare camera. And in the middle chest, it has that weapon. I honestly don't know the exact name of that type of beam, but I do know that the Archangel and the Minerva have two different names for their cannons. Like the Archangel uses the Low-Hang Grand, and the Minerva uses the Torrent. I might be wrong. I'm more likely wrong. Also, another cool feature is that this Triton here can actually have like a little beam saber, not like exactly beam saber, but like a little beam javelin. Let me put this on here real quick. All right, so it's now equipped with the beam javelin or beam spear. I don't know what they call it. Another thing too, from comparison on the side, those two sides on its shoulder are actually another sub-weapon part. Also, it does have Vulcans on each of its chests from left to right. The cockpit will be underneath the big chest barrel right here. Let me go ahead and get its form to like the one on, not form, but the weapon positioning on like the box does. Hold on. As you can see here, from this position, this is where it can use this sub-weapon from these three nozzles. Each side had those, so those are like the green beams that you see from from not only from the show, but also from the the action on the box. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this model is old, so it has limitation for its stance, and also the joints for the shoulder, not shoulder pads, but the shoulder weapons, or like, I don't know what to call them. I want to say wings, but I can't. I'm just going to call it. We'll just go ahead and call them shields, because I'm pretty sure you can use them as shields. So these little nubs, or not nubs, I want to say not exactly ball bearings, but something not exactly related. But on this part, I don't know if it's just my model exactly or other ones as well. They are stiff. I don't know, it might take a while for them to get settled, and then it'll be much more looser. And as well as, in order to transform, you do have to take these off for both sides in order, and so that it can fit the arms inside, because you can't fit the arms inside. Now, I like I mentioned about the Abyss Gundam being related to Deathside. Look at the arms, the legs, the feet, the weapon, and the chest body and the head. It gives me so much vibes of the Death Scythe. I have been asked a question or told a opinion about using a table spin and also getting another a stand base so that I can move my other models and this model into different positions. And I do have them in my wish list. I'm just going to have to, unfortunately right now my funds are low, so more likely it might be a bit to get those, so that I can put them into different positions, so they'll be a lot more entertaining than me making pausing videos and also putting them into these positions. And also I am wanting to get a phone tripod so that you guys can see me using both hands to move around, other than using one hand at a time and see my fat finger in the screen. I mean, I don't know if it's just a screen angle or my fingers are fat. They actually do look beefy. I don't know why. That's just me. But I think there are other versions of the Abyss Gundam from either Zaft or the Earth Forces. You know how in the MSV series there are different ulterior models, like the Blitz, the Duel, the Verde Buster, even the Strike Noir, and then there's actually a different kind of mobile suit, exactly like the Strike, but different in scenario. I'm more likely wrong about that, though. The MSV series from any Gundam series it's like a huge expansion to different mobile suits. All I can say, for example, I mean, there's a lot of different MSV mobile suits, from like the Universal Century with Gundam, Gundam 8 Team, Thunderbolts, Stardust Memory, Zeta Gundam, Double Zeta, New Gundam. I don't know. Yeah, F91 is considered Universal Century, including Victory Gundam. And also, there is a side story for Gundam Wing as well. Gundam X does not have any. And I know there's a side story for the 00 franchise and the Iron Blood Orphans. And the only way for me to actually get to better know is either playing the SD Gundam game or that Gundam Engage game off my phone on the app, which I wish my laptop could play it, so I could play on my laptop instead of playing on my phone. I really hope this video makes up for the loss of time and shitty promises that I made in the past, and I don't blame you guys, and I just really appreciate you guys watching my videos. As always, it means a lot, and I really hope that this will make up for all the time loss I have said in the past. And I do have more models So I'm just a quick look. Yeah, sorry, my room's a mess. So I got this box here. You already see the Gaia on the middle, and there's another two on top of the box that I got a review for you guys. There's actually another two inside this box. There is a Biggins inside that box, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna be excited. And I also have this box here with Abyss and the other Gundam models. And also I have this hunk of pile of boxes that I have to go through and look through each video and make sure which one I have recorded and not recorded. And I just realized my whole pile looks like a homeless situation. I don't know why. Well, that's gonna be it for that. Also, I don't know why I need to show you guys that, but I guess it's out there now. I think that's going to be it. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you guys have any more information about the Biz Gundam or any other related to the Gundam Seed franchise, put them down in the comment section. I'll be happy to learn even new information. I'll be wanting to learn even more vast expansion of the story franchise off of every Gundam story, every Gundam show. And also, if you guys want to see my secondary channel is Exclude Oyster Gaming. That is my gaming channel. Recently I've been playing the Atomic Heart. It is on my secondary channel. I will put my secondary channel's name on the description. And if you guys want to, if you guys want to be follow up for more with upcoming Gundam videos and then video game campaigns, hit the notification bell and subscribe if you guys want to. And as always, well, the video game videos would have to be on my secondary channel. If you guys do want to go to that channel and both. I keep talking and it's not going to go any further. Either way, if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. And then if you guys want to follow for both channels, hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you guys want to. And as always, guys, I will see you all in the next review. Later.